My name is Deneen Neff, and I am the principal at Washington Elementary School. And we just want to welcome you to learn more about us as you find out what an awesome place Washington is. The adults in the building, they are awesome people who are very dedicated to each other as well as to their students.
Yeah, I think that the kids can feel when the staff feels good together too. They see the way that we're interacting with each other, saying hello to each other, the way that we're talking to each other, that respect that we have for one another here at Washington. Then they see the way that those relationships are forming, and I feel like they're getting a good sense of the way adults should talk to each other, and then also the way adults should be talking to children.
One might be an expert in something, and they're willing to share that so that somebody else can start to become an expert in that.
Our teachers are very loving and welcoming. I truly feel like our kids know that they are loved and cared for, and that all the adults that they interact with want them to be successful. When I was in elementary school, I went to a similar size school, and the connections you're able to make with your teachers, the connections that you're able to make with other families that are then involved in the school are really meaningful.
I think what kids love here at Washington would be that they are invested in one another.
Science is always a really fun way for kids to have hands-on work with different concepts. But also, like, we take reading very seriously. We have kids that love to read. They love to be in books. And I think they see adults reading and they hear adults talking about how much they enjoy stories and reading. And so they themselves are finding books and sharing, a common love for literature, whether it be a chapter book, a picture book, graphic novels.
It's very important for kids to feel loved at school, because if they don't feel comfortable or loved, they are not going to want to learn or perform for the people that are asking them to do things. So it's important for us here at Washington to build relationships with our kids. We at Washington offer a couple different things that kids can do before or after school. One of those is Spell Bowl, which we got to do last year, is more of a club because we didn't get to do the actual Spell Bowl competition. We also had Math Bowl. We had a teacher who offered a basketball camp after school for kids that wanted to just try out basketball. We do Girls on the Run here. We had cross country. There also was an art club, and then we had a teacher do a STEM club. So they were doing science, and she did that both after school and then also incorporated it into the day for kids who couldn't stay after school too.
We have great community partnerships here. And so it's that whole community feel where it takes more than the village, you often hear them say. I mean, we have lots of different partnerships here that want to be at Washington, want to help these families, want to help these students.
A typical kid, any kid, is going to say they love lunch and recess, but they also really enjoy, from what I've heard, the Early Act program, opportunities to show leadership in different ways. Any kid that is in that program loves to go back to their classroom and report, the different things that we have to vote on or different ways that we're going to help our community.
This is a safe place for your child to come. It's a safe place because they'll be respected.
It just gives them something that if they're really interested in one thing, that they get to go and do that one thing with. Sometimes it's just even the teacher that they really enjoy spending time with. And so they get to spend that extra time in a small group setting doing something that the teacher loves and that they also love. And so it's just another way that they're building relationships with the people here at school, but also finding something that they enjoy and learning how to do it better. I feel very comfortable going to any staff member and just talking to them about things that I might not know, especially being new to the school, or just talking to them about my personal life.
It is enjoyable to work with the adults here. When you have people who are willing to be invested in not only themselves but others, it's just a great atmosphere to work in.
I would want any prospective family to know that we are lucky to work with each and every one of our families. We have incredible class sizes, which enable us to work very closely with where our kids are and give them all of the individual attention they need.